So I picked up this big lot of older box computer games, including a few big box PC games, from a thrift shop this past week for $13 for 13 games. I need to clean off the workbench where they've been hanging out, so I figured why not do a reveal for what I got. I have not opened these, so this is going to be my first reaction and seeing what we've got. And then I think I'm going to put together a PC and that can play these, and I think I'm going to try playing them. Maybe I'll do a game a month or something with the review to see what I like and what I don't like. So without taking any longer, we're going to start with my favorite game of the collection that I bought, and that's 1602 AD. So this game is very, very special to me because I played this game so much as a kid. Um, when I was 11, I moved from where I had lived my whole life, and I moved to a town of 500 people in the middle of eastern Kansas, and it was in fantastic shape. Uh, it was kind of hard the first year or two I was there through middle school. So I had been a PC gamer to a degree with some family friends that I had unfortunately moved away from, and this was one of the last games that I was actually given when I moved. And I can't tell you, I think the summer of 2001 and summer of 2002, I probably put 100 hours into this game each summer. It was just such a favorite, and I'm so happy to have it in my collection. The next game that I picked up was Elven Legacy, a fantasy strategy game. Looks like a pretty generic looking game, but the art looks good. I don't know if you can kind of see some of those system requirements, but the story that I got from the thrift shop manager was that oh, excuse me, that they had a massive PC donation. Oh, excellent shape, or a massive donation from a guy's estate, and his PC stuff was donated. This is gaming right here. You've got your manual, which nice, thick, in great shape. What else we got in here? Some flyers for extra stuff. Ooh, a map. Okay, I'm not going to unfold that. If I do the video series I'm thinking about, this we'll go into depth more into it. This is just supposed to be a 10,000-foot view. So super excited. I like fantasy games. I am a super fan of old school fantasy games and RPGs and stuff. So the next game that I picked up, I was excited to see, was the Forgotten Realms Neverwinter Nights 2 by Atari. Uh, this one is in good shape, and this one looks neat. I also used to be an avid reader, not so much anymore, but I believe I have every Forgotten Realms book. I have read every Forgotten Realms book, but I believe I have them. This kills me pulling this out like this, but so when I saw that Forgotten Realms, I thought it's either going to be really good or probably garbage. But wow, so whew, man, that disc bundle is not even open. Look, it's still got the original seal on it. So I wonder. Oh nope, I lied. So what do we got here? We got. Looks like are these expansions? Apparently this game plays on the D&D 3.5 rule set, I believe, from what I saw. Sweet manual, great shape. Man, back when you used to get money, or you used to get the value for your money, man, that's fantastic. So Forgotten Realms, Neverwinter Nights 2, Obsidian. And back when, where's the system requirements? So that's cool. I'm super excited for that. Of course, Doom 3. It's in super great shape. What we got? There's, man, back when you just pick up a box, you just put it to, oop, upside down. So what do we got? We got, oh, nice keyboard reference. See, this is how I usually find games. I usually find them just in the jewel case. Oh man, just colored man. They just okay. If I ever make it big on my YouTube channel, and if I ever run into an executive from like Atari or any big publisher, bring gaming back to this. Give us something that we can hold. Holy cow, we love physical games. The next game I picked up was Gothic 3, A Nameless Hero Becomes a Legend. Under, looks like a GameStop sticker, maybe? So system requirements, a Pentium 4. Wow. It just looked like something I'd play. Super cool entry cover. Oh, man, I love it when they're easy to get out. And then, you got a nice manual. Disc is in decent shape. Super stoked. Is it a good game? I don't know. Maybe. And then, of course, Fable: The Lost Chapters. Absolutely loved Fable. I remember when this came out, I was still a teenager, and there's your system specs right there. Look at that, 256 megabits of RAM and a 1.4 gigahertz processor and 3 gigabytes of hard drive space. That's crazy, man. Just the freaking patch nowadays is like 3 times the size of that. Slide to, ooh. And it's like, you want to be so careful and not damage anything, but just super, super good condition. We got the disc 1. Yep, all the discs are there. I was told they were there, and I just I didn't trust but verify, but I figured worst case scenario, if these games like Fable, I have this on the Xbox, but I also love PC gaming. So let's see. Next was 1701 AD. Pretty simple game. I did open this one up and look at the manual. Looks cool. Let's see. Where's the system specs? There's your system specs. 512 megabits bytes of RAM. That's crazy. I do know megabits is transfer speed, or speed, and bytes is storage. Sometimes I get my words slurred. So Overlord was next. Think evil, breed evil, control all. Let's see. There's your no. Broadband internet connection required 512 kilobits a second. That's hilarious. There's your system specs. I don't know. This one's probably not any good. But if I'm wrong, I'll find out. So, your manual, got a little map. I don't know. I just love stuff like this. I was having a conversation with the wife about this stuff today, and how as we grow up as adults and we have kids, that sometimes as parents we try to provide the lifestyle and the lives for the children that we didn't have growing up, while trying to recover from things that happened in our childhood. And I think for me personally, one of my favorite things is my game room, because it takes me back to a simpler time when I was a kid and I didn't have adult responsibilities. But it also gave me an escape. Like, gaming for me growing up was a way to get out of my head. And I not to get too into it, but I was raised by a single mom until I was almost 18. We moved a lot because she was in the military, and it was hard. But gaming was always kind of my release, and gaming was extra special to me because it provided me that release. But I don't want to say my mom didn't support my gaming, but my birthday is not that far away from Christmas. So I got most of my games within a 50-day time period of the year. And if I wanted extra games, I basically would have to like take stuff I got for Christmas or had, and I would have to trade in 5 games to get enough credit to get a new game. So I didn't really have a big collection growing up, but having a room that you can go into was, that I can reminisce and see the stuff that brought me joy and was comforting as a child was neat. But anyhow, back to it. So the Guild 2 Medieval Strategy Simulation Experience. Let's see, there's your system specs. I'm so freaking jealous of these system specs, man. Looks neat. It's got your case, or your game. Decent manual. Manual looks to be in good shape. So I had a picture of these all laid out, and I ran it through Chat GPT, and it gave me, a whole rundown of everything, and I just thought that was kind of neat to see. But so this was one that caught my attention, was the Lord of the Rings Online Shadows of, what is that? Angmar. Love Lord of the Rings. One of my favorite movie franchises ever. Haven't read the books yet. Kind of shocking considering what I like to read. I believe this game is still online today. I think this is actually one of the oldest continuous MMORPGs. But who knows? How crazy would it be to fire up a Windows XP machine, get it online, and get all the viruses that are after Service Pack 3? But okay, so this does slide out. Okay, we're just going to slide it out this way. We don't want to damage anything. So, whew, man. Once again, back when you got what you paid for, they delivered. Oh, man. You know what would be cool is if I found a receipt or something in here. Look, this disc is sealed. So, okay, so is that like an expansion pack? Oh, this looks so cool. Oh, I love color. See, okay, I recant my earlier statement. If you are a bigwig or have connections to a video game developer, freaking give us back manuals. Colored manuals in your hand. Put the personality back in gaming. 10-day code, yeah, buddy code. Looks like just a little map. Cool. Okay, and what we got here? Like a postcard? The keyboard layout. Cool. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so much fun. And that's the other thing. Being an adult, dealing with mental health issues that I have, learning how to, it's okay to treat yourself and to take some release, and you have to take care of yourself. If you are an empty bucket, you cannot fill up other people's buckets. Meaning, if you are not taking care of yourself, you cannot take care of those around you if you have nothing left to give. So, you got to take care of yourself. And sometimes I think that's having a hobby. Okay, so the last 3 games are the big box games. I saw this one. I almost left this one because it looked just goofy. This doesn't look like something I would play. But holy cow, I shared this on a couple of groups that I'm in. And I guess apparently this was a very popular game. There were so many people were excited about Freedom Force. So, let's see. Is that your? Yep, there's your system specs. Windows XP. So, yeah, so, okay. I was like, so the top seal is sealed. That is one thing I will not do. If there is an old sealed game, I will leave it sealed. Register. Oh, this was an EA game. So back when. Okay, so we got manual. Apparently, this is like a superhero RPG. That's so neat. And then your registration card. Man, this is just super exciting. I have been wanting to get into. I have started picking up some computer games when I find them, But as I was saying earlier, I usually just find them in the jewel case. These are what caught my eye. So Shivers, Sierra developer, big box. I believe this is a horror game. Apparently, these Shiver games are worth a little bit of money, but I don't know. I'm gonna. Man, whoo, that's nuts. And some of this hardware, I'm gonna have to. I know I don't have some of these old like audio cards and stuff. I don't have that old stuff. I have the towers, but I think just a couple of small purchases will get this going. But so I don't even know if this is considered complete or not. Man, that is just such a cool. And then the disc is in excellent shape. Windows 3.1 installation. My goodness, these discs look brand new. Um, I know that the condition of computer games is different. Oh, there's some other stuff in there. Okay, here we go. What do we got here? Huh. So I don't know. Empty box. I'll have to look into these to see if there's what comes with these games. This was just I needed to get them off the workbench, and the problem with my workbench is um, I will put all my projects on the bench that I'm currently working on, like the video game collection that's over there, and I run out of bench space. So these are we're making this video. So and this will be super easy. I'm just gonna upload it. It's not even gonna need any editing. It's just gonna get uploaded. Um, then the final game we got was Shivers 2. Initially, I wasn't going to pick all this up, but I was like, you know what? This is one collection. It spent the last 20 to 30 years together. It deserves to stay together. So, go over the box. So, I don't know. I just think, I don't know. These are just cool. There's system specs. And I love this. I absolutely love PC games that do that. And, and you go to Walmart or Best Buy and you look at the PC game sections now, and it's just all download cards and stuff. And example, okay, Shivers, super awesome manuals, and then what's going on here? Uh-oh, it's like the art's curled just a little bit. And these things are mint. Whoever had these took very good care of these, and I am honored to have these in my collection now. So that's it. What was that 13 games for $13? Paid $8 for the first 10, and then I stopped back in today and I got Elf the 1702 or what 1701, and then I think I got the Guild 2 today. So that was 3 for $5. But so that's everything we're looking at. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'm going to update part 2. Hopefully in the next week or two, I can get a system up and running that'll play these. I'm going to do some more research as to what's going to be the best setup for this, and then maybe we'll start a series. We'll start, I don't know, with one of these, and we'll start playing through, and I'll give my updated review on it. So anyhow, I'm Jake with Nerding in My 30, and I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for hanging out with me. Peace.